Hi everyone. Several people have asked me to make a video about how to correctly tune a mandolin for Tibetan Dunglen. So that's what I'm going to be demonstrating here. If you play mandolin in another style, like a European style, this video probably will not be helpful for you when it comes to tuning. I honestly know nothing about European mandolin tuning, and the only time I played a European mandolin, it appeared to have very different tuning from a Tibetan one. But I hope that this will be helpful for people trying to teach themselves how to play Dunglen, or the Amdo style of Tibetan music. And so I'm just going to show this to you, demonstrate it, and actually tune my mandolin. So this is my mandolin. It's a pretty standard acoustic electric mandolin. It's pretty much identical to the one the singer Scherten has, and it wasn't terribly expensive. I bought it at a used music store, so you can get a good mandolin at a decent price. And I just tuned it a minute ago, so you can hear the tuning. Oops, except for that last note. Okay, and I just want you to see that again. So each of the sets of two strings plays the same note. We don't have different notes on the strings, although I have hit some people who will tune an octave different. I don't know why. It does sound kind of cool, but I don't know if that's traditional or not. The way you tune a mandolin is very simple. If you look at the frets, you'll notice that the 3rd and 5th fret are marked. Ignore the 3rd one for now. Every note up is the equivalent of the previous note played with your finger on the 5th fret, which basically means that if I want to know what the 2nd string should sound like, I play the 1st string with my finger on the 5th fret. There you go. So pretty simple. This isn't a perfect tuning job. It's also big change in weather here, which will affect it a lot. But that's how you tune it. You start by getting the lowest note to a note that you are comfortable with, or if you're tuning to others, tune to the other instrument. And make sure that the two strings match each other. And then you just put your finger on the 5th fret, and that will tell you what the 2nd set of strings should sound like. So I'm just gonna screw with my tuning for a moment. A little bit up, a little bit down. I'm just being horrible to my mandolin right now, and it's going to hate me, and I hate me too. Okay, so that's horrific. Well, I know I prefer that 2nd note, so I'm just gonna twist and tighten the 1st string, which is too low. Until it matches the 1st. Now you might need to go a bit over and under, but when it reaches the right note, you'll know. Usually when you're tuning an out-of-tune instrument, at least 1 or 2 of the strings will be right. So when you listen here, that 1st one sounds kind of right. Almost. So we loosen that 1st one a little bit. Good. And then we just match the 2nd one. This needs to be tightened to go higher. Next set of strings. Ooh, horrible. Too high, so we loosen it. And match the 2nd. And then you just check it. there you go. Every next set of strings is tuned like the one before if you're pressing your finger on the 5th fret. And the first is simply tuned to my voice, so you end up with an instrument that is properly tuned, and you can hear right now. It's perfectly ready for Dunglen. Now I should note that some people in Amdo, if you listen to professional Dunglen, will purposely slightly mistune the mandolin. I don't know why. I guess it's a style thing. It's not a style that I personally take part in, so I'm really a stickler with my tuning. And of course you can go out and invest in a tuner if you want to use that, but I don't know what the proper notes are. So it's a folk instrument. It's kind of tuned to your voice. Anyway, just a quick recap. Each of the sets of double strings should match each other. You should start with a note that is comfortable for your lowest note by your voice or by the other people you're playing with, and then each higher note should be the equivalent of the note lower with your finger on the 5th fret. So and that's it. That is how you tune a mandolin to play Tibetan-style Dunglen, and I hope this helps you with your music and just general enjoyment of Tibetan music. Thank you.